And welcome to
FamilyMath138.
Family Math 138. Today we're going to talk about Graham's number.
Wow.
And Graham's number is a number that is so large that like nobody even knows how to think about it right.
Yeah.
It's actually really cool. I've been trying to think about it for a week just to even try to explain it to you guys. So we're going to start with something a little bit different, with something you've seen before that has a really big number in it. But first, what's a number that you think is like a really big number?
10 to the 10,000th.
10 to the 10,000th. Okay, that's a pretty big number. That would actually have 10,000 digits.
10,001 because it's got 10,000 zeros.
Yeah, sorry. You're absolutely right. I was being lazy. All right, what's a number you think is a really big number?
It's Googleplex.
Googleplex. What is that? 10 to the 10 to the 10th? Or 10 to the 10 to the 100th?
It's 10 to the Google.
10 to the Google. Yeah, that also is a really big number. Okay. Graham's number is so much bigger than both of those that like
They're puny compared to them.
they're less than puny compared to like Graham's number can't even tell the difference between those numbers and zero.
What?
What? All right. So, but first, there's an old story about a king giving a prize to a kid. I don't know. I don't remember the exact story how it goes, but the kid says, "Oh, I don't really want a prize. I just want on this chessboard. I want you to put one thing, like 1 penny on the first day. So can you put 1 snap cube? 2 pennies on the second day. 4 pennies, and every day just keep doubling it. Right? There's 8. Just lay it down. There's 16. It gets big pretty quick, right? So
yeah.
1, 2, 4, 8, 16. What would come next?
32. 32, then 64, then 128. All the way up to 2 to the 64.
Right, so down at the bottom there, we would get a number of, if we kept going all the way through, we'd get bigger and bigger piles of snap cubes, and on the very last square, the one down under our whiteboard, we would have 2 to the 64. That's a pretty big number, right?
Yeah.
We certainly don't have that many snap cubes, do we?
No. Maybe. Because we have a whole.
We do have a whole box full of them.
But I still don't think we have enough.
Yeah, probably
and
not.
It probably wouldn't fit in the square.
It definitely wouldn't fit in the square. But let's try to even understand how big 2 to the 64 is, because even though this is a super big number, we can actually understand it. So first, do you remember, I told you a good way to think about powers of 2. There's a great sheet on how to think about large powers of 2.
The up arrow notation?
No, the up arrow notation is going to come with Graham's number. Do you remember what 2 to the 10th is, approximately?
It's 1,024.
Okay, so right, 2 to the 10th is 1,024, so about 1,000. So this is 2 to the 10 to the 6th power?
About.
Times 2 to the 4th?
Yeah.
So this is about that. Well, that's 1,000 to the 6th power, so that's 10 cubed to the 6th, so about 10 to the 18th?
Yep.
You okay?
I'm about to sneeze.
You're about to sneeze. And then what's 2 to the 4th? Can you tell me what 2 to the 4th is?
2 to the 4th is 16.
So this is about 16 times 10 to the 18th.
Wow. That's big.
So that's a huge, huge number.
Yeah.
And that's probably the largest number that we've actually come across in a math problem. By the way, it's actually about 18 times 10 to the 18th. We were just approximating.
Oh, yeah.
But in the next section, when we get back from walking the dog, we're going to talk about Graham's number. And Graham's number is so much bigger than this that we don't even have words to describe it.
Wow.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. All right, you excited?
Yep. Yeah.
All right.